Hey everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock, so that means it is time for Top 5 Tuesday, and I am your host, Kate Dillon from Crate Insider. Actually, I don't have a whole big show planned for today. It is, of course, it's 9/11 today, and I think we all remember where we were at that time. I remember working in my job in Hickory, North Carolina, and it was 9 o'clock in the morning, and my boss's husband, he's like, well, come and check this out. And it was just crazy to watch. And I have to say, a few years ago, I was at a race in Roaring Knob, Pennsylvania at that track, and not too far from there is the Flight 93 memorial. So I did get a chance to see that. Quite an amazing, really an amazing memorial there at the Flight 93 memorial where that plane went down. I mean, it's really a day that kind of sucks, but it does remind me of the fact that I am super proud to be an American. I think we live in a country with amazing opportunities here in this country. I am grateful every single day. Proud to be an American, and I'm proud to sell a lot of American products. And I think, okay, good number of these on my list today are American-made products. Not all, but it doesn't stop me from being proud to be an American. Well, the one American company that I can tell you is Crate Insider, and for our giveaway this week I'm going to give away a Crate Insider hat. So if you are new here, if this is the first time you've tuned in, all you need to do is just go ahead and say hi in the comments. You can leave an emoticon. I love seeing questions. I love seeing comments. So feel free just to say hi or leave an emoticon or kind of whatever in the chat. I see we've got a couple of people here. My goodness. Gosh, thank you so much they've got some great compliments. I've got some folks who, Mike says he's learned a lot. And Dave, thank you for the compliment that I look great today. I don't know, I just put makeup on. I haven't even dried my hair. It's like, it's just up in a clip here. And of course I've got my magic ring light that makes it all look so much better, I do have to say. So thank you all. And I just really struggled with what to talk about this week. I always like to do some type of a feature or something, but I think being 9/11, we really just need to honor that and just like let it be, just kind of let it soak in. And then I've got a cat. I've got a helper today, apparently. This cat has no name. So if anybody wants to contribute a name for this little guy, as you may know, I had a cat for 19 and a half years and he died a few months ago. And this little guy's come into my life and he loves to talk, and I've had him for about 3 weeks and he doesn't have a name yet. So if you've got any name suggestions for this cat, feel free to drop them in the comments. I could use all the help. He screams at me all the time. So anyway, with that being said, this is actually going to be a shorter episode this week because I don't have something long to talk about, but I don't like to ramble. So I will, giveaway, we're giving away a hat, and jump right into Top 5 Tuesday. So this week, actually, we have some new things on this list. There's definitely some repeats here, but definitely have some new things on this list, so I'm pretty excited about it. So in the number 5 spot this week, I knew as soon as we got these back in stock that they were going to be super popular, and that is our NGK R5724-8 spark plugs. And we've looked at lots of different kinds of spark plugs. Oh, I guess they should be up. Yeah, there we go. That's probably a little bit better. We've looked at a lot of different spark plugs and tried out a lot of different spark plugs, but to date, these are still the best spark plugs we have found for crate engines. And for a set of 8, because why sell them individually when you need 8 at a time, is I sell those for a set of 8 for $22.32. And that's our NGK R5724-8 spark plugs. Next up, in the number 4 spot this week, we just had a major run on this. In fact, I've got more coming in because we've already pretty much sold everything that's on the shelf. So we've got some more coming in tomorrow. And that is our Kool-Aid. And yeah, you do not want to drink this. In fact, I think the video that's with this, I think the title is something like "Don't drink this Kool-Aid," I think is what I named that video. But where you would use this, you use this in your radiator. Now it comes in 2 sizes. This is the concentrate, so it's the 16-ounce version. I should have brought the big one too, but the other one is a 64 ounce and it says it's ready to use. So it's already been mixed down with water. So either way, these run $9.95. And the idea here is you're going to try to keep cooler temperatures in your radiator. And so that's the Kool-Aid from Maxima. And there's a whole video on that. So when at the end of this video, at the end of each of these videos, I always post the links in the comments, or if you've seen this on YouTube later on, it'll be in the description and I'll have links to all the products. And then you just click on the product and then there's a video right there in the product listing to make it simple, where I talked to Gene from Maxima Racing Oil. But that Kool-Aid is $9.95 and it's in the number 4 spot. In the number 3 spot this week this one's a repeat, is our Daytona 1 3060 gear oil. This is a super popular oil. It's used for, it's not regular oil. You would use this, it's gear oil. So you would use it like in quick change rear ends. And what you find with this is it cuts down on the amount of parasitic drag, which is just that little bit of drag that oil can have, and that, you know, we never want drag. We're always looking to try to free things up. And it also protects your gears and protects your system. But the 3060 gear oil, the gallons here run 68.19, and those are from Daytona 1. So now that brings us to the number 2 spot, is always a popular product, and I just was super busy last week because I rated a lot of valve springs, like a lot. You know, I remember, actually, I got my Longacre bench tester, I guess maybe a year or something ago, or a year or two ago. I mean, and it's a pretty spendy machine. I think they're like $1,200, something like that. And somebody made the comment that, wow, you're gonna have to rate a lot of valve springs to pay for that. Let me tell you what, I rate a lot of valve springs. So that little machine, I'm still in love with it. Although after you've rated the first 5,000 springs or so, it's some of the magic is worn off by then. Just saying. But our match sets of 602 valve springs are fantastic. We have lots of customers running these with great results. And these run $99.75. And that way you just don't take the chance on, you just don't know. I mean, there are good boxes, and there's boxes where the numbers are the pressures are kind of all over the place, and it's just, you just don't know. So this makes it easy for you. And inside of this box, there is one bag that's labeled intake, and the other bag that's labeled exhaust that's the word I was looking for there. So intake and exhaust. And so the 602 match valve springs run $99.75 in the number 2 spot. I'm seeing all these likes and smiles, and I love this. Got a bunch of people here today. And in the top spot, now this is a product that has not made it to Top 5 Tuesday before. So it just was like a surprise. It surprised me that all of a sudden, like, everybody wanted this. And let me tell you why I started selling this. Is when I went to World Finals a couple of years ago, I was walking around the pits, like in between the qualifying and the heat races and the feature. And you'd think that all these guys would be like adjusting their chassis and changing shocks, and I'm sure there was quite a bit of that. But the one thing I saw nearly every single team doing was using this product right here, and they were wiping down those cars. And of course, I mean, when you're at a big event like World Finals, obviously you want your car to look good, but I have a feeling that that's not why they were using this. They use this so it keeps that dirt and dust from sticking to it. I love this SC1. If you've never smelled this, I would love to hear your descriptions of what you think it smells like. I've heard bubble gum, I've heard cotton candy. Personally, what I call it is, I think it smells like stripper glitter. So that's, if you think of that, that's what I always say. And we always laugh that that's what I think it smells like, but it really smells awesome. So SC1, this is a high gloss coating, and it says prevents buildup of mud and rubber, and it protects against the elements. It's really great for just keeping that dirt off your car so it doesn't stick as much when you're out there in the feature race. And so a can of this runs $10.99, and we just had a big run on it. So I've got more of that coming in tomorrow as well. So I want to take a look at the comments here before I bring up my random number generator. But let's see. Oh, Crater for a cat name. That's a fun one. I've got people from Canada. We've got Smokey as a cat name. Oh gosh, thank you. And yeah, so our American products, we've got Kool-Aid as an American product. We have, well, These aren't made in America, but I rate them, so they're kind of halfway American. SC1 is American. That would be an American product. And Daytona 1 is definitely their hardcore American product. And not only that, Buck, who runs this company, several of the gentlemen that he has working for him are veterans. So he is very strong with supporting veterans. And I think that's super cool. I just think that's a really awesome. They're a great company. So what do I recommend for E85 engines? Do you mean for spark plugs? I would go with these. The NGK R5724-8 is I think the one thing on here that would have that. And Champ. Oh, Champ would be a good cat name. Let's see. How much cooler does your engine run with the Kool-Aid? Let's see here if it has anything on here about that. And I think it might be in the video. Unfortunately, I do a video and then I don't necessarily remember everything that was in it. I have a terrible recall, so it may be in there. And I think it's going to depend, of course, on your application and all of those different things. But I would definitely say check out that video. And I see Mike says he's seen about 10 to 15 degrees. So that's even better of an answer than I gave. So that's great. And hey, Kelly and Onyx Cat, that's a good one. So yeah, lots of great cat names here. I just have to keep trying them out and see which one, will stick, like see if he'll answer to. I've tried a few and he's being stubborn and like not revealing what his name should be. So that is kind of sucky. So let's see here. We have our random number generator. We have a bunch of people, lots of comments here. I know this is a shorter episode. Oh, by the way, this is what we're giving away, the hat, a Crate Insider hat. Everybody loves these hats. I see Melanie's here, and she's the one who makes these hats for me. So if you're looking for a hat like this, then check out last week's episode. There's a link to her email and her website, and so you can order your own hats. But let's see here, comment number 14 here. So let's see, we go up 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ryan Siegel. So Ryan, fantastic. Oh, and he says that FedEx just delivered your air cleaner kit. That's awesome. And now the USPS will bring your hat. You just need to, if you wouldn't mind, I'm sure I could look up your order, but if you wouldn't mind just sending me a private message with your address, then I will get a hat sent out to you. So that's pretty much all I've got for this week. It's like I said, it's a little bit of a shorter episode, but I think we need to honor 9/11 and not use it for promotional purposes. But it is Tuesday, so I'm here. And anyway, I thank each and every one of you for watching. I thank you for being a part of Top 5 Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing you next week, Tuesday at 2 o'clock for next week's episode.